We know that our GDP based on expenditure approach, or our simple Keynesian model, is our y equals c plus I plus g plus x minus m. So let's assume that we are going to increase government expenditure by $100 billion. What will be the impact on our output? Our output will increase as well, but it will increase by what amount? Would it increase by more than 100 billion, exactly the same as 100 billion, or less than 100 billion? So think about it. If the government is going to increase its expenditure by 100 billion, it means that they're going to build infrastructure such as roads and tunnels. In order to build these roads and tunnels, they need to hire labor. So once they hire labor, they will give them wages. Once they get the wages, these people would like to go to businesses in order to buy goods and services. So once they buy goods and services, they will pay them. So for these businesses, in order to meet this extra demand, they need to hire more labor. When they hire more labor, they need to give them wages. And these people will get the wages in order to consume it from another shop. So they will give them the money in order to get goods and services. So for this company or this business, in order to meet this extra demand, they need to hire more labor in order to produce more. Therefore, these people will get wage. They will take this wage and consume it in another business in order to get goods and services, and so on. Therefore, this is called the multiplier effect. So what do we mean by the multiplier effect? It means that our change in output will always be bigger than our autonomous expenditure, which means it will be higher than the change in any economic variable that we have in our simple Keynesian model here. And that's why if we'd like to draw it, we'll draw it like a spiral function here. This means that if I started here with 100 billion, I will end up with more than 100 billion as an impact of our output, because our entire economy started to flourish. And vice versa. If we decrease government spending by 100 billion, what will happen to our output? It will decrease by more than 100 billion, because we know that what we mean by the multiplier effect. Multiplier effect, it means that our change in output will always be bigger than a change in any autonomous expenditure, any autonomous consumption or autonomous investment or autonomous government spending or autonomous exports or autonomous imports. So if we're going to increase any $1 in these autonomous variables, it would result in a higher output by more than $1.